Alright guys, and here we are for race 3. This is the third and final race from Trial Mountain in the Ultimate Racing League URL S15 Tuesday night Silvia series. That's a massive mouthful that one is. I'll be glad to get to the end of this series. No, I'm joking. This is some of the best racing that we've seen. Anyway, without further ado, we'll have a look at the grid. So we've got Grasshopper is on pole. I thought it was going to be reverse grid, but I think it's set by driver rating again. Alba's in second place. We've got Thomas third. Look at my PP fourth. Dyson fifth. Mawson is sixth. Kev is seventh. Jerry is eighth. And Cooney is bringing up the rear in ninth. So let's get into it. The klaxon has sounded and they are off. We want to have a look at the start of the field. So we've got Grasshopper, sorry, looks like it's going to take up first place, but Alba's got the inside. Alba's managed to take up first place. Grasshopper's on the outside. He's going to stay on the inside here. Oh, they're brave going too wide through there. That was very good racing, though. Very nice that no one came a cropper. Alba's managed to take up first position. Grasshopper now getting challenged by Thomas. Thomas has gone up the inside. Thomas has managed to get past him as Alba looks like he had a dip to wheel off onto the grass there. It looks like he was going to go wide. I think he's had a bit of a slide. Is that going to let Thomas through? Thomas is still there. Grasshopper's still there. They're all still going. Then we've got to look at my PP. Molson, Dyson, Cooney's made it up to 7th. We've got Jerry and Kev battling for 8th and 9th. So Kev's made it back for this round. I think we're going to have to go on board with the race leaders currently and see if anyone manages to get that pass into this hard-braking zone, into the mountain hairpin. Thomas pulling up to the inside. Is Alba going to have the momentum to be able to keep him off? I don't think he is. Grasshopper's looking around the outside there as well. Looks like Alba's a little bit on the back foot. I think Grasshopper's going to get past as well. Is he going to manage to get past? No, Alba stayed ahead. So we've got Thomas, Alba and Grasshopper real close together. Look at my PPs waiting in the wings. He's waiting for his moment to pounce. He's made it 2 out of 3. Can he make it 3 out of 3? He's going to have to bide his time. This is only a 15-minute race, this one, and we've got extra fuel consumption and extra tyre wear as Alba looking for the move on Thomas. He's not quite going to get past there. I don't think Thomas is going to have the inside for this one as we come to the start-finish line. Grasshopper's there as well. Grasshopper's on the outside though. Is he going to try and go too wide again through the fast sweeping S's? He'd be a brave man to do so. Oh, these lads getting really close now. Great stuff, great driving from these guys. Grasshopper having to do a lot of defending here. He's still managing to hold off Mawson and PP. Mawson actually looking for the move on PP there. I think he's got it done as Mawson got past him. Mawson's actually managed to take that position off of Wadru. It's Wadru on the back feet. I'm not sure. He's going to have Dyson to contend with soon as well. Mawson needs to just try and concentrate on what's in front of him, not try and drive too defensively. It looks like Wadru has got a bit of damage to the rear of his car there, so maybe he's had a bit of a mishap. Bit of a meeting with a wall. Barrier. I've said it before and I've said it again. Barrier is a lovely guy, but you don't want to meet him during a race. Dyson, Cooney, Jerry, and Kev's way off the back. He's going to be further back as well. So Thomas is still currently in first place. At this point, he has got the fastest lap for 2:08, but that was only the first lap, so he's going to smash that this time round. Alba not far behind him though. Alba with them yellow headlights, not quite as bad as they used to be on GT Sport. I don't know if you remember, but running the yellow headlights on GT Sport was almost a death sentence. It really used to cut down your visibility quite a bit. But on the GT7 it seems as though you can actually use these as well as it's actually quite a nice difference to be able to use the mediums and actually get away with them. You don't lose out too much against racing against people on softs, and in some cases can be quicker. Thomas. A little bit slow through there. It looked like he dipped a wheel on the grass there. It looked like he nearly lost the rear end, but he's still going. Alba's closing up to him though. He's got Grasshopper there as well on his outside. I don't think he's going to go around the outside through the tunnel. Grasshopper having to defend against Mawson also. Very, very close racing again from these guys. Testament to the URL. Shout out to Handbridge Transport Limited. There are other sponsors, but I forget what the names are, so I'm not going to attempt to massacre the names. As we've got Alba. Alba's going for a move on Thomas now. He's got the inside. Thomas might be able to hold it around the outside though. As Grasshopper tries to have a look around the outside of Thomas there. He's not going to go around the outside there. There's not enough room on the track, bruv. Going to end up in the trees. Don't want to do that. Looking like he was going to try and go for the switcheroo on Thomas. He didn't quite have the drive up the hill though. So Alba managing to take that first place off of Thomas. Thomas is currently second. We've got Grasshopper third. Mawson's in fourth. Not really feeling the pressure from Wadru at this point. I think he's feeling a lot more comfortable this race as Mawson, as it looks like he's going to go for the move on Grasshopper. Is he going to manage to get it done into this final chicane? I think he has. I think he's just pulled ahead. He has. He's managed to take that third position. So he's now challenging Thomas for second. Go on, Mawson. That's a great drive there, son. Gives Thomas a little flash of his lights there to know that he's there. Let him know he's there. Let him know his intentions. He is going to be wanting that second place. He's currently on the podium, so you might do well to try and work with Thomas and just keep that third position for a minute. Oh no, he's all over the back of his bumper there. It looked like he was just glancing off the back just a tiny bit. There was not enough contact to unsettle the cars, so they carry on into this tunnel section. So Alba first, Thomas second, Mawson is in third, Grasshopper's in fourth. Look at my PP, fifth place. Jerry's in sixth. He's not far off the back of him though. Jerry might be able to salvage something out of this, although sixth will be not a bad position as well. Dyson all the way down in seventh. I'm not sure what's happened to Dyson. It's very uncharacteristic of him. I know he's on the mediums, but he's just not looking very comfortable there on the mediums, to be honest. Kev's not too far behind him as well. And then we've got Cooney right in the toe of Kev. He's got a huge second penalty though, so even if he gets past Kev, he's definitely going to lose that place again. And he edged ahead for a minute, but it looks like Kev's managed to keep the drive through the corner, although Cooney has managed to pass him, so he has taken up that 8th place. But he is going to have to serve that penalty. As Dyson has a big slide up ahead, so yeah, I think Dyson's feeling really uncomfortable on them medium compounder tyres at this time of day. Perhaps a better option was to get him out of the way earlier in the session, but then Alba's out in the front on the medium, so he's making him work for him. We have seen Alba do some good stuff on that medium compounder rubber though, and he's currently in first place and he's setting fastest laps. He's got a 2:01. Thomas not too far behind him, but not close enough to start putting the willies up him too much. Thomas actually looking like he was struggling for grip a little bit through that last turn, but it looks like he's actually managing to manage his tyre wear a little bit better. Possibly, perhaps that's what he's doing. Perhaps he's not pushing too much, try and save a bit of that rubber towards the end of the race. As it looks like we've got a look at my PP. He's going for a move on Grasshopper. He's managed to get it done through that windy last section. He managed to sling it up the inside, and he's gone through the 4th position. Maybe he's managed to get some heat into them tyres and he's started to make them work now, as it looks like Grasshopper's all on the back foot. He's got Jerry right in his toe now. Jerry not quite close enough at the moment to go for a move, but I'm sure he's going to stick with him through the duration of this lap. This is definitely where the action is at the moment, in the top 6. We will check out the backfield in just a second. It looks like Jerry was going. He was having a sniff. He was having a sniff on Grasshopper, not quite close enough to get it done. Having a stick in his slipstream for another lap. He may get a run into turn 1, but he's not close enough at the moment. I don't think he'd be silly enough to send it up the inside. As I say, very, very dodgy place to try and move through that starter S section. Very fast and sweeping off camber corners. But you can set it up for a move into the tunnel, but he's not close enough there. Let's have a look how the rest of them are doing. So Dyson's actually gone into the pits. I don't know if that's a retirement. We'll have a look in just a second. He may have just been trying to get rid of that medium compound of rubber. I think maybe he's had enough of them. He didn't look very comfortable on them, did he? So Kev's still managing to hold Cooney off on that HKS live read S15. As he grazes the wall a little bit there, sending sparks into Cooney's face. He has got a helmet and a windshield though, so it's not going to bother him too much. I'd be more worried about my paintwork. Oh, and Dyson, yeah, so Dyson's gone in. He's opted to take on a set of softs over that medium compound, but he's been slapped with a 3-second penalty. That I can only imagine that is for crossing the pit line on exit or on entry. So we've got Albert, and Mawson's managed to take up second position. So Mawson and Thomas having a battle here. Thomas, is he going to get back past? He's not going to get back past it. Oh, he just tagged the rear of Mawson's bumper. Mawson a little bit out of shape. He's managed to keep going. Managed to regain control of that car. He didn't slide too much. Thomas looking like he's going to have a sniff again into the chicane here, but not quite close enough. Didn't think he wanted to go for a dive, so backed off slightly. Still right there on Mawson's bumper though. Mawson really feeling the pressure now, I think. Thomas actually going for a move into this dodgy, fast section. Let's hope it doesn't end in tears. I think he's going to have to, and he has. He's backed out. He's backed out, let Mawson take the corner. That was sensible. 2000 IQ driving there from Thomas. Oh, and he has, there you go. He's set it up. He's got to move into the tunnel. There's nothing Mawson can do. He can't cover it off. And Wadrew's going to follow through as well. Tiny bit of contact there between Wadrew and Mawson. But it's not too bad. Mawson actually losing out on 2 places through that tunnel section. That's unlucky, Mawson. He's still going to be fighting though. I'm sure he's still going to try and fight back and get back past these 2. All over the back of Wadrew there as they come around that little hairpin. Off camber into this tunnel. Mawson's still firmly in. He's got a double slip now. Closing right up to the back of Thomas there. Is he going to go around Wadrew around the outside? No, Wadrew's managed to take it off of Thomas. He's gone up the inside. So Wadrew's taken up second place. Thomas has dropped to third. Mawson's still there in fourth. Still all to play for. They've got 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes left of this race. What can Mawson do? Can he get back past them? Can Thomas get back past Wadrew? Can they catch up to Alba? Will Alba bottle it? Who knows? As Alba's moved right over to try and break that slipstream, he's well aware that, look at my PP starting to catch him now. Look at my PP looking like he was on the back foot at the start of the race. He's now up to second place. We've got Thomas in third. Mawson is fourth. We've got Jerry Smiles He's a little way off the back of them now in 5th. Grasshopper 6th. Kev grazing the barrier, 7th. Cooney's in 8th. And Dyson kind of having a little Sunday drive on his own at the moment. I think he's trying to go for the fastest lap. He's an 8th or 9th even. Oh, look at my PP, look at my PP. He has managed to take up the lead now, so he's got past Alba. Alba not really having an answer for him at this point. He's going to have to watch out for Thomas and Mawson there in his rear view. Battle scars there on Wadru's car. Also, I think maybe there was a bit of a moment at the start of the race where he had a meeting with Barrier, but he's now currently in the lead. He's got, I think, Mawson going for a move on Thomas. I thought he was trying to go out the inside of Thomas there. He's not quite got it done out by hitting the barrier, sending sparks into both of their faces. So Alba still not really having an answer for Wadru. He's not managed to retake that first position, and he's now having to defend against Thomas and Mawson. I think this is going to be the final lap. Or maybe I got it wrong. Perhaps this is a 20-minute race as well. So I think they decided to make it 3 20-minute races as opposed to 2 20 minutes and a 15-minute race as it was before. So now the format is 3 20-minute races. So we're going to have another, we might even get another 2 laps. So Alba not quite close enough to go for the move on Wadru. Thomas isn't close enough to go for the move on Alba. Mawson's still there as well. Great drive from Mawson. I think we've seen at least 4 different leaders during this race. So everybody wanting to be on that top step of the podium. Current podium positions are Wadru, look at my PP, Alba, Thomas. Mawson's actually kind of dropped off the back of Thomas now. I hope he's not on the back foot. I think maybe he's suffering a bit worse with a tyre wear on that soft compound of rubber. He's having an absolutely amazing race though. All of them are. I mean, this, like I say, I said it before and I'll say it again, this has been some of the most exciting racing I think we've seen since GT7 was released. Some of the one-make series is really lending themselves and the drivers to the to racing as a whole. It's definitely more down to the driver when you've all got equal machinery. It's you know, who can manage the tyre wear better, who can manage the fuel better. So it looks like Thomas has got to run on Alba now. I think Thomas is going to take that second position off of Alba. Alba's still there though. Who's going to back out? I think he's just ahead, but I think Alba's going to keep his boot in, and he has. That's brave, very brave driving from these guys. They're still side by side. Alba's just got the edge there. I think Thomas is going to get it into the tunnel though. I think Mawson might actually follow him through as well. Yeah, Thomas managing to take up that second position. There wasn't really a lot that Alba could do there. He couldn't really defend too much. He's now got Mawson to contend with as well. It looks like Mawson's going to go through as well. Second to fourth having a huge battle here now. Coming into this last stages of this final race. Oh, Mawson touching the wall slightly. We saw some sparks there. I think Alba's going to go for it again down the inside. I think Thomas is going to have to start throwing some defensive moves, like he would on a dance floor on a Saturday night. And he's not. He's actually not covering it off. Alba moving over to the inside quite easily. I think he's going to take it. Thomas probably going to opt for the switchback, but he's not got the momentum. Alba's managed to take it. He's taken second. So we've got Wadru first place, Alba second place, Thomas in third, Mawson's still in fourth. But then Mawson's right there. Oh, it looked like he might have got the sniff up the inside of Thomas there, but biding his time. I think this is surely going to be the final lap. Wadru coming up to the bus stop for the final time, and it is the final lap. So we are going to have to go on board with our race leader. Might be a photo finish though. Look at my PP, bringing it home in first place. We're going to have to go back to the second place and third place just to see. So yeah, Alba. Oh, Mawson! Oh, Mawson not quite managing to get past Thomas at the end there. So Alba's second place, Thomas is in third. Mawson takes fourth, but that was a great finish there from Mawson. Really strong at the end there. Grasshopper fifth, Jerry Smiles sixth. So Grasshopper managed to get past Jerry Smiles in the end there as well. Well done there, Grasshopper. B. Cooney, Brian finishes in seventh. And we got Kev bringing up the rear in eighth. Well, that was race 3, guys, from round 3 of the S15 Silvia series. I hope you see me for the next one. I've been Vex. Good night.